All right, let's talk about Canelo, Billy Joe Saunders filing press conference, and Floyd and Logan Paul's filing press conference. Let's talk about it. Check out the boxing news playlist, and ultimately start off with Floyd and Logan Paul. Um, Corny. Logan Paul has no jokes. You can tell he never grew up where you had to play the dozens and never grew up poor. People that grew up poor, they know how to play the dozens the best. And he was just talking about how Floyd allegedly beat his girlfriend or beat his wife, and he had dirty Air Force Ones on, this, that, and the third, right? Cornball. Ultimately, we already know that Floyd is going to fight Logan because he's going to fight his brother. He's going to make big paydays from at least the second fight, maybe even the first fight. And ultimately, I can care less. I just tuned in because I seen Mike on Sports took his channel out. He went live on it, and it is what it is, man. And I really have no interest in his fight. And I thought it was gonna be Floyd returning back to his old self and throwing fire and basically gonna burn him. But he said he don't have to do that because he know what he's gonna do on fight night. And ultimately, Logan Paul started mocking him because he didn't because he hadn't had a knockout since what they say 2011. But they put the undercard out there. The pay-per-view will be on June 6th, was a Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. Tickets for the live event at the Hard Rock will go on sale next week. Additional details regarding the tickets and pay-per-view telecast will be announced shortly. Pascal Badu Jack. Okay. Gerhard and Luis Arias, and that's it. Okay, that's all I see. But then Jake Logan Paul was complaining that Floyd went personal, and I don't know if it was that Floyd said that he without YouTube, he already reached without YouTube, and that was personal. But he was crying that Floyd went too personal. I didn't understand what that was about, but move on. Billy Joe Saunders and Canelo was pretty much lethargic, no trash talking. Canelo did the fist bump. Billy Joe tried to shake his hand, and ultimately, it was what it was. It was just a lot of respect. Billy Joe getting hyped up. There's only one Billy Joe Saunders. And you know what it is, man. Other than that, Canelo didn't say nothing after when he did the press conference. He said he didn't like Billy Joe Saunders and wanted to shut him up. And Billy Joe didn't talk much stuff. He basically said sometimes we get on top, we get complacent, paraphrasing. So ultimately, it was no real theatrics like Logan. Really no real theatrics in Miami. Logan and Jake Paul can't roast. They corny. I don't know how they got rich on YouTube playing Disney, whatever it was, but ultimately you could tell that one is an opponent and the other one's gonna knock him out just for a quick bag. But other than that, man, this wasn't really nothing to talk about. They couldn't even put this on Showtime YouTube page. They went live on Instagram, and they gave Floyd a 77. That's the year he was born, Miami Dolphin jersey, and it's just a clown shit. We'll talk about it live tonight about is it bad or good for boxing. But ultimately, it was what it was. Eddie Hearn was more exciting than Billy Joe and Canelo. I thought Billy Joe was gonna come here and talk shit and do what he did, but he talked more shit for the Triple G Canelo press conference that he showed up than his own. But I like to see Billy Joe talk more shit. But ultimately, moving forward, the fight Saturday, Logan Paul and Floyd Sunday, June 6th. And it is what it is. But Eddie Hearn kind of talked about, said I guess Billy Joe said he gonna come out and try to set the tone and walk him down what's the Eddie Hearn said he can't see that, but we'll see. We will exactly see, and we'll see how it turn out. But both boring, both pedestrian. I thought the old Floyd's gonna come back and roast Logan Paul, but it wasn't no point. But Floyd also said that he could fight both of them in the same day, the same night. So we'll see pretty much where it goes from to this point. But it is what it is. They will be fighting from the Hard Rock Cafe. I guess they only had two fights on the card. I thought there should be more fights on the card given that it's an exhibition. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You can reach out anytime. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, my social media description. Twitter's the password, and Facebook and Instagram. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJGood313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. That's where to donate. Share the video. Appreciate the love and support. One time for the one time. Good for the Sports TV. Check out the boxing news playlist. Make sure you watch out for us live tonight. One time for the one time. We gone. Peace.